Welcome back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Today I'm going to show you what to do with some air fried chicken. I had to cook it up yesterday. I pulled the package out of the freezer because I didn't have time to bag them individually when I brought them home from the store. So I had to cook all 8. So I'm cooking ahead for a few days meals. So I have the chicken rewarming in the pan. Turning it over. Let it go for a couple of minutes. This is going to be the potatoes portion of the meal. Take these little potatoes like this. You just stab them with a fork. Then take some garlic powder, onion powder, lemon pepper, and you can put cheese on these later. So for now, I'm going to throw them in the microwave. I'm going to throw them in at first for 3 minutes. As I always say, microwaves vary, so check it, keep an eye on it. I have a 750 watt microwave. That's what recipes are written for when you read a recipe. So that's what I usually go with, about 3 minutes to start, and then I check them, and I might have to go for another minute or 2. So this has been going for a few minutes and sounding really good. So now let's put a little bit more ingredients in here. Let's take some tomato sauce that I mixed up. I took some tomato sauce, some tomato paste, some onions, garlic, basil, onions, now I have the tomato sauce on top, and I'm going to once again complement the potatoes with the garlic powder, onion, and lemon pepper. Just a little squirt on top of maple syrup, just to give it some sweetness to offset the acidity of the tomatoes. Left hand, right hand. Okay? Now, secret ingredient. Beef broth or chicken broth, your choice. Just like that. Let those go for a few minutes, and then we'll check them in a little bit, and I'm going to cut up my orange, which is going to go in here. So I'm going to cut in the center just like you do with an onion. Then I'm going to cut around the outside edge. And make a square block. I'm going to take the outside pieces and just drop them in. I'm not going to eat these. I'm going to fish these out later. Then I'm going to take the remaining square and cut it just like that. See how nice it looks? You get a couple of them per side. If you make it real thin and serve your mother-in-law, she won't come back ever again. I learned that joke one time when I was selling Ginsu knives at the Venture store. If anybody remembers Venture. I sold Ginsu knives the week of Thanksgiving. I'm going to save those for topping. Okay, we're going to let this cook. And then we'll be right back. Okay, I can smell it. It smells delicious. It's all set. So let's just spoon this out of here. And just put it in the bowl like that. There's enough for 2 people here, of course. Just a little bit like that. And then I have my orange wedges. Around it. Should make them all look nice, just like that. Okay. Next, let's get the salad and the potatoes. Potatoes are all done. I have melted butter. I don't like to put the butter in right away because I don't like the taste of burnt butter. So that'll need to melt for a few minutes. Nothing like potatoes in butter. They are just swimming around. They're doing the backstroke. Just enjoying life. Now, for the potatoes, I need black pepper. Oh, it comes out really fast. You know, you're supposed to put it in your hand. You're not really supposed to dump it in like that. I should tell you that I just did that just to show you what happens if you don't put it in your hand. Fortunately, I only got it in one side, and it'll be alright. But you're supposed to put it in your hand. Next is oregano. Because we measure stuff by the palm, so we know how much is in the palm. So, okay, so those are rolling around in there like that. And of course, I need some salt. Most people would say use as much as you want of the salt. I know everybody tries to avoid salt, but you have to have it. Your food is tasteless without salt. I make eggs and sausage in the morning, and as a rule, I don't use salt, I don't use sugar. And of course, it's tasteless, so you got to put a little bit on. So here's the potatoes. Here's a lot of shaking. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that on camera. Sit for a couple of minutes. Now I'm just going to put some cheese on top. I like to grate my own Parmesan cheese. Just like that. Put it out here where you can see it. If everyone can see it, nod. Oh, look at that. That looks good. That is going to be delicious. there you go. Thanks for stopping by to see a quick meal, fairly healthy. I look forward to seeing you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell, so when we drop a new video, you'll get to see it. Goodbye for now.